Sports nerds, welcome to North Sports Dynasty. I am one of your hosts of this damn sports platform, and we are live here at the North Sports Dynasty headquarters, which is literally just my basement. As I keep saying, we're literally just live from my basement, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you see here on North Sports Dynasty, give us a like and a share and a follow and help grow this community, which, speaking of growing this community, we have now made a Facebook group, not just a page, a group, which actually allows us to do a lot more things that I've wanted to do on the Facebook page, but stupid stoned me of a year ago didn't understand nothing when it comes to the social media technology and all that crap. But we're here, ladies and gentlemen. So today, we got a special Friday night for you. We are counting down the top 5 plays in the hosts franchises all-time plays from the Buccaneers, the Cardinals, the Lions, and of course the Steelers. We've got 3 out of the 4 hosts in today. We do not have Mr. Loosey Goosey. He has lost his voice. He wasn't even live yesterday. So we don't know where he is. He might be in the comment section. If he is, drop us. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, there he is. There's this person on YouTube. So Alex Loosemore will be in the comment section, but he won't be actually live tonight because he can't talk. We're not going to sit there and poke fun at the guy who can't talk. But we do got his picks for the evening. We do have his picks for the evening, and we're going to have everybody's picks. We also got the NSD Locked Picks sponsored by, let me get the damn picture up there, Betstamp, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Betstamp is Canada's leading app when it comes to line shopping. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want the best odds when it comes to line shopping or just getting the best bet for you. And not only that, you can see a lot of other people's bets out there. So if you got sports bet books that you actually want to use, boom. You got people who you actually want to follow, say like myself, boom. Download the Betstamp app right now. Use the referral code AFOBEAR so you can start following all of my bets, all of everybody else that I'm following's bets, so you can also get to making some money for yourself. Which, by the way, look it. I'm standing. It's very difficult right now. My cane is literally right here. And I'm using it every so often to keep myself afloat. But 2 weeks, that's all it was. I didn't even want to do that. But we're standing here. So, Betstamp, ladies and gentlemen. Betstamp, which we got the new commercial for them coming up here in a little bit. First things first, before we get the 2 other hosts in here, I always do this by myself really quickly because it's kind of just like a spit off and stuff like that. Quick little news update from around the world here before we get into the comment section and the new people here, or the hosts into the show and all that kind of stuff. First things first, Antonio Brown is in a standoff, not on contract discussion, no, but with the police. The psychotic man has finally driven himself insane, had a couple of weapon situations going on there down in Tampa. Fuck, who knows, man? Long-term agreement's probably going to be made between the Tampa Bay police and Antonio Brown. The only release that I could see happening out of that contract might be his jail cell, and we'll see how long that'll actually be. The man is a damn nutcase. If y'all have been seeing his partner in crime, his business partner, also Kanye West, has been doing some pretty rude and nasty stuff as well. So obviously, I hope the guy gets the help that he needs, but I think it's kind of past that point now where the guy just needs to be alone. Everybody stop talking to the damn guy and giving him the platform that he doesn't need. Mahommes Draft Comments. Now, he was on the Kelsey podcast, which I keep forgetting what it's called. Somebody down in the comment section can please help me. And he made a comment about the draft process, basically telling the Kansas City Chiefs, if you don't pick me at 12, somebody else is. Like, there's no way you're trading up, kind of thing. Basically giving the Kansas City Chiefs a little bit of heads up because he wanted to be a Kansas City Chief. Now, this doesn't go off to be like huge breaking news, but the reason why I can bring this up right off the bat is because here at NSD, this is big for mock draft season. You take all this kind of information, you listen to what quarterbacks and what teams are going and talking to what quarterbacks and what teams and how long they stay. And possibly with what some of the beat writers say, you listen to. Kind of like shout out to Nick Citro back in the day when the Pittsburgh Steelers almost took Jameis Winston. That's right, Sid. It was almost a foregone conclusion that Jameis Winston was going to be your new franchise head quarterback. But it's a good thing that they didn't, did it? That's why we got beat writers. So, this is big. This is big because Bryce Young, Will Levis, CJ Stroud, some of these guys might be able to dictate exactly where they go or how some of these trades are going to happen at the end of the year. Last quick thing, DeShaun Watson will start this week. Yes, the inevitable is finally happening. The guy has finally signed off on the contract to have team personnel be the ones to actually massage him at the end of the game. And now the man is finally going to be able to start. The league did everything in its power to either get 13 games, not 12, because they wanted it to be 11 so that he could be playing against his old team. I'm going to be watching this weekend. I don't know about anybody else. I've also got a bet on it, so we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But I do not think he's going to be rubbed the wrong way by the media here. I don't think that anybody thinks that he's going to towel this one off. I don't think anybody really fully erects him to be the better quarterback or the beat of the better man or to beat the better man or anything like that. But the guy is a pig. He shouldn't be starting, but here we are. It's the things that we got to talk about in the NFL. So what else did you want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen? Because we can probably get into it later on. But first things first, we need to get into Hammy Jam. He said the song gets me so wet. This is Isolate Peaks. This is one of their brand new songs that I finally decided to put on the show. I will drop the link next episode so everybody can get to it. Sid says first, but he's actually part of the show. So technically, I got to give it up to Anthony Handy. Because, Sid, we want the fans to feel included now, okay? You're going to get your airtime, man. Don't steal their airtime. Loosemore says first on YouTube. Ha, I beat you, Sid. That's what he says. What's good, Maine? Alex says, sorry, I couldn't be there tonight. Hope to be back next week. We hope to have you back next week. And second in my heart, Lucy. Aw, isn't that cute? Yes, sir. What's up, my guy, Sean Spencer? The man, the myth, the legend, the also co-producer, co-lead, co-host, co-owner of Let's Talk Football, which we are proudly shared to every single time North Sports Dynasty goes live, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out to Sean and to everybody else there at LTF. All right, without further ado, let's get the other guys in here so we can start having a little bit of fun here tonight and get everybody involved in everything we got going on. So let's bring them on in the only way I know how to, with their own little intros, Mr. Sid Swinton and Christopher Warchuk, NSD hosts at North Sports Dynasty. Let's bring them on. Ladies and gentlemen, as you saw at the beginning of the brand new intro,
He's got the Gump shirt.
Free Gump.
Free Gump. I love it.
As much as I would love nothing more than to keep rich Canadians here, Gump's got to go back home.
Oh, he's got to go back, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I got to get some For the Brand stuff. I'm the only one on the show that doesn't have For the Brand stuff every week.
I think Alex does not either. I'd have to. Alex, if you're still out there, let us know if you got any of that
Alex,
stuff.
we're going to have to, we'll do a little team order here, split the shipping.
Yay!
We'll get some stuff here.
There we go. We got Christopher Warchuk, Twitch streamer for Dubsauce TTV, also NSD host for the Cardinals, and some stuff coming down the pipeline there. We also got Sid, host, because he does the actual Facebook show, and he's also got an actual TikTok where he does the damn rips, Squid Rip Cards, and also host of the Let's Talk Fantasy Football on Let's Talk Football, who are now joined with me tonight to count down the top 5 plays of all time, in our opinions, of course, which means that obviously our opinions is law. These are the top 5 plays of all time from our respected franchises. But before we get into that, guys, how are we doing tonight?
Doing good, man. Doing good as always. It's Friday.
Yeah.
I would enjoy Friday more if I didn't work on Saturday, but still Friday, so it's always a good day.
I said, what temperature was it there today?
I'll tell you right now, currently, it is
right now
60 degrees Fahrenheit.
It was like minus 45 here today, which is like pretty much almost the same in Fahrenheit. So just for reference.
Yeah, it was pretty damn cold here. I'm not enjoying it, but I would be enjoying myself if I actually move around a little bit more, which I can. This is actually nice.
I just got day drunk. It was good.
Yeah, I get a message from Chris. Come on down.
Come to BP's like 1 p.m. Yeah, real sweet. Came home, passed out, woke up 5 minutes before the show starts. I'm like, oh, sick. Yep. Oh, guys, give me 5. I'm coming. Just putting some pants on.
Anthony Henderson says chicken tenders are delicious with horseradish and honey mustard mix.
Go to bed.
New Heights. That's right. That's the new. That's the show and what it's called.
Yeah,
Sid and Alex dropping it in. Discord. If you want to chat about the DeShaun Watson game on Sunday morning, pop into the Discord. We'll be talking about that game and many others. You're on a roll here. Make it for a sticky stitch. I like doing that at the beginning. Give me the top 3 news things, and I'll try adding as many puns in there as I possibly could. There's a Discord link for you guys right there.
I did it on all 3.
Nice.
Spots, yeah.
I don't have either, but I'd love to get some. Yep, there you go. See, and Alex is talking about it too. All right, Sid, you get those ducks up while I quickly tell you about our sponsor here at NSD. So what we're going to do, before we actually find out who goes first, we figured we just duck race it because this is going to be the thing that starts giving away some stuff at the end of the year.
Watch, Alex is going to win and he's not even here.
Which is totally fine. We got all this stuff. I clipped.
Is this the show with Alex not here? Do we just get to like bury the Lions all show without Alex having to defend himself?
Not going to lie. If you look at the highlights of each of our teams and stuff like that, Alex
is his even in color?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One of them, though,
I figured most of them were black and white.
One of them, I like the fact that he kind of kept it at the old school, but there's no sound for his, which is totally fine. Did we get a comment here? He says, "Hey, I'm still here."
Didn't have audio back when the Lions were good. It's okay. Mine's almost a Larry Fitzgerald highlight reel. So
hey, there you go. I was gonna say Garage Breaks. Thank you for tuning in tonight, buddy. Since you were earlier there in the TikTok on Squid Rip Cards, we'll show you actually. We got the Gabe Neighbors signed jersey that we're gonna win at the end of the year. We also got the Van Jefferson Canvas rookie. We got the Mike Allstat cracked. We've got the J.K. Dobbins rated rookie as well. Not only that, we got the Mike Allstat signed mini helmet. Oh, there it is right there. Authenticated and everything, all ready to be given away at the end of the year to one lucky winner. We also got a couple of other prizes coming down, as if you were watching the TikTok breaks there earlier, because Sid actually was like, maybe we'll have to throw a couple of these guys into the break. So, yeah, we got all that. I got another couple of things coming down after Christmas time. So, yeah, if you guys want to get into that break, all you got to do, like this show or any show that has ever been live, like NSD, the page, and the group. If you like those, you all get one entry for for each one of those. Then all of a sudden you can go on YouTube. You can subscribe on YouTube. You get 5 entries right there. And this has been a special presentation. Holy crap, that was loud. A special presentation by Betstamp. So Sid, let's get you on the solo layout here for a second.
I think you got to share the screen.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right. There it is.
There it is. Yep.
There it is. So then what I can do is I can put Betstamp in the background, just like that. Well, I guess it's not exactly what I wanted it, but oh well. We'll just talk about Betstamp, ladies and gentlemen, while Sid starts this race.
Ready?
All right. Yep. You go ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a duck race right here to see who's actually going to be talking about their team's number 5 highlights of all time. But before that, I want to talk to you a little bit about Betstamp and the fact that you should be line shopping. If you are an avid gambler, and please bet responsibly every time that you go on any of these sportsbook, you need to be line shopping. You don't want to just go on your sportsbook that you've been trusting since you were like 18 years old. No, you want to go to Betstamp. You want to get in there. You want to start taking a look around all the different things and all the different lines, all the different sports books. And the one way that you can do that is with Betstamp. Use the referral code AFOBEAR, all capitalized, and get yourself downloading Betstamp to help you win this. Oh, there we go. To help you win more. That's Betstamp, Betstamp, Betstamp. All right. Coming down to the wire. It looks
this is like watching the Cardinals last season, man. Come out to a commanding lead just to fucking get crushed in the last half of the race.
All right. So there's the order right there.
Jesus.
So I'm going to write that down. So
start with
Cliff Kingsbury coaching these fucking Ducks? Fall apart halfway through the race.
All right. So thank you very much for that, Sid.
I think that's rigged.
I know.
Sid won. That's rigged.
Yeah, absolutely rigged.
I actually wanted to go last, save the best for last, but it's all right. We'll start off hot.
Oh, we're saving the best for last, and we'll just do mine last.
Kept the sound out on purpose, Chris. That's hilarious. Squib Group cards are the best. You're damn right. Go Purple Duck. This was fucking rigged to Alex. He's always winning. I know, right? So, but
my garage is always winning.
This is what we do. This is what we do here at NSD.
What do they say? The house always wins, right?
House always wins. So let's start off with Sid. So what we're gonna do is basically just we're gonna have the highlights. Think if I can do it this way. There we go. I'm gonna kick that. Whoa! What did I do to Sid? Oh my God! Sorry, Sid.
Oh, the show just got way better looking.
I hit the wrong button. Sid, come on back in here. Stupid me. I literally kick out one of my hosts in the first month. Oh my God. Give me a second.
Fucking amateur hour over here.
I know, right? I'm like, oh my God. There he is. So sorry about that, Sid. I'm like, I literally kicked you out. I was like, I'm gonna kick this one thing out of here just so I don't see it anymore. And it was like, it kicked you out too. And I'm like, oh no. So this is what we're gonna do. Because I have them in the side here. This is what's gonna basically happen is the play is gonna pop up on the screen. We'll let it play here quick and stuff like that so everybody can get an idea about it. The only person who doesn't have volume on theirs, though, is Alex, and I think it's because I told him to keep the sound down. But I meant for music kind of thing, but it's all good. Everybody will be able to see the plays anyway. So without further ado, though, everybody who is watching this right now, want to shout at a NSD t-shirt at the end of the year? All you got to do is start dropping in the comment section right now. Tell me... Because what's the order right now? It's Sid, myself, and then Chris, and then Alex. I want you to tell me one highlight that will be in the Arizona Cardinals top 5. You can tell me one of the Arizona Cardinals top 5 plays of all time that is actually going to come up. You will be the first person to win. Keep in
mind. Like I started watching football around 2005.
There we go.
I definitely have a play before I was born in mind.
Listen, I tried looking for older stuff, and there was still nothing that really beat what I what I had already picked. So, but I'm just saying, just keep in mind that
Squid. There is no spoon. You just blipped him out. Thanos, way to go. Hi, Garage. John and Tyler, dang, this whole TikTok crew. Yeah, they're all popping in here tonight. Tyler Gowans, thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see, like, share, and follow this show. But drop yourself a like or a comment here if you like what you see. Video of Kyler playing COD. Oh! Hi, Ash, says Garage Breaks. Kurt Warner to Larry Fitzgerald in the Super Bowl to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Ooh, okay, so Sean's is going to be that one right there. Chris, you guys had Neil Lomax. I have plays from before I was born, too. I also have a couple of plays. Actually, I don't. Maybe. No, I think all the ones were after I was born, so... TD pass from Kurt Warner prior to the Pittsburgh 10-toes challenge TD. Ooh.
That'd be my guess, too.
Look at Chris with that new setup. Sean, get out of my head. Looks like both of them are saying the same thing. All right, well, while we're getting all everybody else's, let's get to the Steelers. Starting with number 5, all-time play for the Steelers. Bro.
The yardage.
That is not Sid. There we go. Number 5 for Sid.
Direction of Lynn Swan, caught by Swan. Legal catch.
And one of the great catches, Pat. Watch Bradshaw. He doesn't use much play pass action. Now watch this move by Swan to the outside. Washington has the one chug. But I'll tell you, the young man from SC is fleet. There's the jump. Before he gets them both down. A beautiful reception.
That was a gorgeous catch. I've actually never fully seen that catch broken down. That is gorgeous. His legs were out of bounds and then came back in. That was really nice. I like that.
All right. That was definitely a good one. I was going to say, that was very important catch. That game, that Super Bowl was very low scoring. Set up and I had to throw one in here that was about us beating the Cowboys, which is very important to me. So that was
wonder why.
With their.
Do you want to elaborate on that, or do you feel like sleeping in your bed tonight?
It was just an insane catch. And it was Super Bowl 10, just like Sean said, one of the best catches. He had another really sick one diving to the ground that I went back and forth with, but that one, how he just is out of bounds and brings his body back in the air was insane. So had to go with that one for sure. I think that's the only one that's included. Or no, there's another one before I was born, obviously. But
Ash says she doesn't like this one. Steelers, if the Immaculate Reception isn't in there, this whole thing is a fraud. That is hilarious. Super Bowl 10, one of the best catches of any Super Bowl. Lynn Swan had 4 catches and a TD and won the MVP. Lynn Swan was a beast. He took ballet to help enhance his leaping ability for pass catching. That's pretty there you go. All right, number 4 that Sid's got all time. Pittsburgh's highlight. Pittsburgh's top 5 plays. Number 4.
He was a quarterback at the 43. Little toss. Here comes a gadget play. Randall L. He can throw. He was a quarterback in college. And he's thrown a touchdown to Hines Ward in the Super Bowl.
Another underestimated Super Bowl play.
I love when announcers just get so excited when it's not a quarterback throwing the football, and they're so ready to tell you that in college he played quarterback. They're so excited to let you know that every single time. It makes me chuckle. I just think it's hilarious.
All right, so talk about this one a little bit.
Yeah, Super Bowl 40. The bus stops in Detroit. Insane run that whole team went on. This was the first Super Bowl I witnessed personally. Hines Ward was my favorite player growing up. Obviously, Hines Ward wins the MVP that game. We win the Super Bowl. It's basically the icing on the cake. We go up 21-10 with 8 minutes left in the fourth. So much happens there with the Ben crackback block to let Antoine Randall have the time to throw that absolute dime of a pass. It was just a gorgeous play. I couldn't leave it out. So I had to have that one on there. If you notice, there's a Super Bowl theme here running.
Yeah, Sid is a dick for that. 2 great choices by Sid so far. James Harrison, 99 Super Bowl Rumble. And Ben Cornett, thank you for tuning in, says, good evening, fellas. Well, I don't know if it's number 3 or is it? Let's get to the top 5 plays in Pittsburgh Steelers history. Number 3.
Well, they can pick down here. From the gun, Steelers show blitz. Here they come. He gets it away, and it's picked off at the goal line. There's a flag thrown on the run back. James Harrison to run it back, and Harrison is past midfield. Harrison going down the sideline. Harrison still on his feet. Harrison is going to go all the way and waiting for the official to get there. Touchdown is signaled. A flag is down on the right.
Now that is one of my favorites from the Super Bowl. Now, obviously, we all have to have a little bit of moment of silence every time we watch some of these highlights for our friend here, Chris, because
there's one more coming. I know it's coming. It's already watched like 6 times yesterday because every time you search Cardinals highlights, it brings up that Super Bowl. So that's fine.
Only time a Super Bowl and Detroit were ever brought up in the same sentence, says Alex. I love that he just called out his own team. That's amazing. Called my shot, sends Anthony. Talk about it, Sid. What do we got here?
Absolutely amazing. I mean, 25 seconds left in the half. So even if we stop them there on 4th, they kick the field goal, we're not scoring. So the fact that he picks it and gets 6, obviously the rest of that game is the points are very much needed. So it's such an impactful play. The fact that he actually made it all the way down the sideline without stepping out or getting tackled earlier. And huge shout out to the man that's going to be featured in a lot of Chris's. Larry Fitzgerald goes out of bounds at about the 20 because he gets blocked, comes back and tackles Harrison at the goal line, almost saving the touchdown. Insane effort, but just an amazing Super Bowl play. The longest pick 6 in Super Bowl history.
This whole downloading videos thing had me in tears yesterday. I was sitting to my computer like fucking 2 a.m. just looking up these videos for the show today. And like, I'm like, Larry Fitzgerald. I'm like, why is this?
Why
did he have to retire, man? You know, like I get it. I don't give a fuck if he's out there in crutches and a fucking walker. Like I just want to see him out there. Makes me sad.
Speaking of guys in crutches and in a walker, I don't know if he's in a crutches or a walker yet. I mean, I kind of still am, but this play is old enough that we all remember it by 3 words.
Last chance for the Steelers. Bradshaw trying to get away. And his pass is broken up by Tatum. Tipped off. Franco Harris has it. And he's over. What? Franco Harris grabbed the ball on a deflection. 5 seconds to go. He grabbed it with 5 seconds to go and scored.
Let's watch this again.
1,000,000 to 1 odds on this one.
Ricochet out there off of Jack Tatum and into the man of the year, Franco Harris's hands.
Here's the miracle of all miracles.
From out of nowhere.
What?
Hold up. Was that not number 1?
No,
that was not
that's number 2.
Really?
Yep.
Because that wasn't in the Super Bowl. That was the AFC Championship game to get to the Super Bowl, which we eventually won. But it wasn't a Super Bowl play, so it couldn't be my number 1. Plus, I didn't watch it live. That was the other thing.
That's all fair. Insane effort, but LOL.
I think you had a tougher. I guess you had a tougher challenge probably than I would say, like myself, because there's a very long history of the Steelers being good. So like stuff like that, like I don't have any footage that looks like it was recorded on a potato. Like most of mine was in HD, right?
Kid gotta exchange that shaker for a beer, is what Garage Break says. The fans running out could never pass today. No, not in football. Though
I was about to bring that up too. I was like, could you imagine like back in the day just being able to just like jump on the fucking field and be like, what's up? Let's go.
Could you imagine if Buffalo, like say Buffalo does build their stadium, or like even Minnesota, and they win it on like a Minnesota Miracle or like a blast play? Screw it. Let the fans run the stadium at that point. I'm all for it. You know what number 1 is, Chris. Hi, boys. Sorry, my thong got stuck. Ever have that happen when you're in a hurry? Let me know. We'll talk about it. I'm literally wearing a thong right now because I always wear my best underwear when I come out prepared on a Friday night. Same with coming prepared on a Sunday night. Let's get to Sid's number one play for the Pittsburgh Steelers
Or
all time.
we don't have to.
No, we do. Sorry, Chris.
We don't have
left. Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Holmes.
Unbelievable.
Incredible. The official comes in. Let's just make sure he's in on a play like this. Obviously, they will take a long look upstairs. Ben to the corner of the end zone. Does he get both feet down? Left, definitely. Did the right tap as well with control. You have to have control, both feet down.
The number one play in Pittsburgh Steelers.
It just clicked for me, Andrew. You always talk about how this is like your favorite Super Bowl, and I just realized that both of us, like, we're doing 20 plays today, and 3 of those plays are from the same fucking Super Bowl.
Yep. Why do you think it's my favorite, man? I'm non-biased at all. Like, literally, my favorite Super Bowl.
Yeah,
ever
it just clicked for me. I was like, oh yeah, shit, that's like. I mean, obviously, I have one. I was already
insane.
called out in the comments. Yeah. I have one. There's 2 from Sid. Like, it's
Buccaneer fans think that I would put my whole highlight as like the Super Bowl and stuff like that too, or like my favorite Super Bowls would be the 2 that we've won. I would, from front to back, already have seen all the Super Bowls and stuff like that. I would much rather watch that Super Bowl all over again than watching my Buccaneers win, because every time I watch that Super Bowl, it doesn't matter at what point in time you put that Super Bowl on, it was someone else's game. And then 5 minutes later, a big ass play is about to happen. So great game. Let's get to a couple of the comments section. What kind are you wearing, Andrew? I wasn't prepared on a Sunday night. 9 months later, I became a dad. Oh, wow. Shit. I love the replay being added in slow-mo too. Damn rights. Holmes is a huge asset for that Steelers team. Damn rights, garage breaks. Amazing catch. Damn rights. That was a phenomenal Super Bowl. I agree. Such a good game from start to finish. Damn rights. So obviously the winner for an NSD shirt at the end of the year will be Sean, because he was the first person to put it down into the comment section. So congratulations, Sean. You've got it. That is going to be one of the plays later on for Chris there. So opinion on blackout Super Bowl.
That was the Ravens-Niners because the lights went out.
Yeah, that one was weird. That
was a good game.
It was a great game. I do understand there's like a little documentary that came out where they talked about the defense was so older on the Ravens, where they were like, I don't know, man, we kind of need to go back out there and play like right now. So there we go. I think that game was
at the same time. I feel like I always feel like they kind of benefited from the stoppage.
The Ravens?
Yeah.
What was it? The Ravens that started coming back, or was it the 49ers that started coming back?
From what I remember, the Ravens were down when the lights went out.
Okay, maybe it was that way then. Maybe it was the other way around. I can't remember. That was a good game, though. 49ers. Okay, so that's what it was. Yeah, that's what I thought. Had me going. Yeah. Ravens were up by multiple TDs. Ravens were up big. There we go. Ravens held on at the end. That's right. That's okay. Speaking of drinking too much. Oh, go ahead, Sid. Go ahead.
I was just saying a quick tidbit about that last play. The Steelers ran the same exact play on the other side of the field the play before and didn't get it. A lot of people don't remember that. Just the fact that it had already happened and we couldn't complete it. And then everybody says it's like the greatest play and catch in Super Bowl history. I think it's the greatest throw in Super Bowl history. The touch to get it over 3 defenders and just drop it right where only Santonio Holmes can get it is an absolute dime under pressure. Yes. And I just think Ben needs more credit than Santonio in that situation. That's just my opinion.
One of the 2 touchdowns from that Super Bowl are going to be featured here tonight. Obviously, one has already been featured. The other one will be featured when we get to Chris here. And again, it just goes to tell you, if you have not watched that Super Bowl in its entirety, even the halftime show was really good, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot remember who the heck the halftime show was, but I'm pretty sure it was damn good. So I
think I was still celebrating the pick 6 at halftime and missed the whole show.
Hair price came loose and wedged in the generator. Oh, it was Beyonce. Oh, that was for the
Ravens.
That's right. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Greed said that was an insane throw. Not very many people could ever make that throw, no matter how hard they tried. And Holmes caught it like 4 or 5 times in that entire drive too. So,
Holmes got
right.
the MVP.
That's right, and he deserved it too. Even though Ben, like with the throw, I mean, give it that. All right, let's get to the Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks. I love the Bucks. All right, so I've done this a little bit differently. I had to at least feature 2 plays from both Super Bowls because obvious, but I didn't. I took one out. I think we can all agree that the Derek Brooks catch was amazing when we solidified it against the Oakland Raiders, but it's just a normal INT and the Raiders suck. So I didn't want to include it in here. But we are going to start it off at number 5 here, which, by the way, everyone in the comments section, we're about to start the Buccaneers. Start dropping in your comments here. What do you think? What's the top plays of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of all time? Just saw a couple of comments there. Anthony said jokes. Tyler says, I think that was the first Super Bowl I watched. That was around the first Super Bowl I watched. I know for a fact the first Super Bowl I ever watched was the Janet Jackson boob slip, because I had no idea that I had just witnessed that. It was like, was that a tit? That's awesome. Rondé interception for the number 1 spot. Alex says, K. Bruce Springsteen, thank you. The camera slide into the camera crotch first. Thank you, Anthony. Sid. Hammy Jammy's just happy to see you. All right, let's start off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got one guess for the Rondé pick. Anybody else, drop it in there. But let's start off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with my personal favorite, a game that I wish I could have been at, but I wasn't. But as soon as this play happened, my phone started blowing up by not only Chris, I didn't know Sid at this point, but not only Chris, but everybody else that knew that I was a Buccaneers fan. Let's start it off at number 5.
Now your Super Bowl is definitely on the line, Jim. You don't get this one. I'm calling it. Mahomes, Chase running out of real estate, throws. Incomplete, and Tampa Bay makes another stop.
The peace sign.
Deuces, bitch. Go to Miami because you ain't never winning shit in Kansas again. Honestly, the Buckaholics dudes making the shirts, the entire off season of just that being like, just me sending that in chats when people were like, Super Bowls are rigged for your Bucks, blah, 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 Tom Brady. I'm like, here you go. That's for you. So yeah, it really solidified. Again, I told everybody, do not message me until zeros are on that damn Super Bowl. I don't care if it's 31-9 and there's 10 seconds left. That still means there's a chance. So, yeah, that's number 5 for me. First Super Bowl I watched was Colts, says Garage Breaks. I like that one. At least I remember when I was younger. Show some skin, sits is Hammy. The Tom Brady post Super Bowl Lombardi toss. That is actually another one of my favorites. Knew the deuces were going to be in here. Damn rights, buddy. All right, let's start it off with number 4, which is a hidden gem in Buccaneers history. So before we started having this Super Bowl run and all that kind of stuff, we had to really pick and choose our favorite plays of all time. And this one just stands out as personally not only one of my favorites, but a lot of people will remember this one if you are a Buccaneer fan. So number 4 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers top 5 plays of all time.
Coming here, 3rd down and 6 from the 8-yard line. Eagles rush 7, and it's tipped up in the air, and Jaravicius comes down with it himself for the touchdown. Joe Jaravicius, who scored the other touchdown. Sap has helped set this one up.
Joe Jaravicius. Gotta love it. I absolutely love it. This one, it was one of those where it just kind of fell into his hands, obviously. And it was kind of a fluke play. So happy that this exists in Buccaneer lore. Joe Jaravicius with the tip pass is at number 4. Loved that Mahomes got destroyed in that Super Bowl. So did I, buddy. Warren Sapp is such a scary man, even in real life. Garage Breaks, if you ever want to know an intense story, I'll get Peter Blake on one time and I'll interview him just so that he can tell the Warren Sapp story. And it was intense. I don't like Warren Sapp anymore. Like, I respect the man for what he did for the Buccaneers, but the guy's an asshole. So, speaking of assholes, pains in the asses and stuff like that is what the Buccaneers were back in the day, which means that this play right here is number 3 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, top 5 plays of all time.
Came here just a few years later. Now first down for Tampa Bay. They needed that completion to Ben, and now they get a good one from Blunt. He won't go down. LeGarrette Blunt, what a run. One of the best of the year, LeGarrette Blunt all the way, and he broke tackles at every step. Wow, what a run by the second year back out of Oregon.
That is unbelievable. Initially, Desmond Bishop, 55, is right in the hole for what would have been basically no gain. And then there's 5 or 6 guys that have a chance to make a play on him. That's just pure effort right there.
LeGarrette Blunt was so good.
Who actually remembers that he was drafted by the Bucs? That's the
After
big thing.
he punched that dude in the face in school and then fell on draft boards because of that.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
That is right. Looking like Marshawn. Damn right. That's even what the commenters said. I love that. Looking like Marshawn Lynch. What's up?
I played flag football literally 2 weeks ago with LeGarrette Blunt's son.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. This where you're like, hey, man, autos? Or like, is that too much to ask?
He's only like 14, so he's not like a full-grown man yet.
Gotcha.
But you could tell he's an NFL player's son.
I like that.
He's a stud.
So number 3 Buccaneer play of all time is the Garrett Blount run. Honestly, I was really happy that it happened because in like those were the really shitty days of Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like Mike Glennon.
I was gonna say, who's that? Josh Freeman was your quarterback there?
Josh Freeman or Mike Glennon? I saw the big neck. I'm assuming it was Mike Glennon.
I thought it was Josh Freeman. It could have been Glennon. That's funny.
You're muted there, Chris. Just to let you know.
I said Josh Freeman was the guy, man.
Oh God, he was a problem for the Buccaneers. That's for sure. A lot of drinking issues too. So NBA 2K against the Garrett Blount a couple of years ago.
Awesome.
Oh, that's right. I remember you were telling me about that. Right after you played for the Lions. That's also right. Which we'll be getting to the Lions here in a little bit. That'll be the last one that we feature. We got Chris coming up here after we got 2 more for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which, come on. You knew I wouldn't leave my boy out. Come on. Number 2 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers list of top 5 plays of all time.
2. Winston. Wow, and there's that one-handed catch. What a grab. But Evans gets whacked, so he couldn't make the one-hander on the play before. And somehow, some way, look at this one. Not only a one-handed catch, but to absorb that blow and take it all the way to the ground.
He's got to get his feet down, but what a catch. Odell Beckham would be proud of that one. Holy cow, what a catch. To have to spin around, and that's the thing that you just love about Mike Evans. Most big guys
spins around the one hand, the 2 feet, and the possession is his number 1 highlight. He's done this before. It was hard to pick either that one or the Dallas Cowboy one just so I could also try to piss off Ash. I really wanted to. But like, I decided to go after Anthony Handy and Kyle here because it's like, listen, you guys had Julio Jones, and I love you, and I love having Julio Jones. But Mike Evans has been my number 1 for many, many years, and he will be the number 1. At the end of his career, we all solidify our top 5 wide receivers of all time by putting Larry Fitz as the number 5. We're going to have conversations here pretty soon about taking Larry Fitz out of that 5 spot and putting Mike Evans.
Stop it.
Facts though. Don't even try. Fitz is
don't even. We're talking about you don't disrespect the greatest hands in the history of the NFL.
Speaking of,
are you like no?
We'll get to that on a different show. Okay? You only got 2 hours tonight. Let's not even try this. Okay?
Fuck, man. Yeah, we'll be here for 2 hours. Be telling you're an idiot. Not even. Yeah. See, Garage Breaks. Not even top 10. Like, listen. Wow. I was about to give Mike Evans a lot of respect. I like Mike Evans, but to even consider that
we're gonna have
he's
our
better
own
than
show
Larry
about
Fitzgerald in
this.
any way, shape, or form. You're out of your
Alright,
fucking
you know what?
mind, dude.
We're gonna
Stop
have
it.
to. Obviously,
it.
Chris is still drunk
Stop
after
it.
his nap. We're gonna
Stop
have to
it.
get back to him in a different day here.
Stop it.
Speaking of hands, the number one play in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history.
You don't even get to continue. You don't get to continue.
Hold on. Here, you know what? Let me just go back to this one.
Left. Roethlisberger.
I just
That
go
one,
back to that
Antonio
one.
Holmes will go down as better than Mike Evans. Like, sit
Ow!
the fuck
Oh,
down,
oh,
dude.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, sit the fuck down, man.
Number one play in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history belongs to the one and only Hall of Famer, whether you fucking like it or not.
Mike Evans.
That's picked off. That's picked off. And who else? Rondé Barber. All the way, untouched, down the field. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers may ride to the Super Bowl with that one. I tell you what, there's a look at Todd Bankston right there, and I don't care. It did not look like he could catch Rondé Barber, but you don't stop.
The number one play in Tampa Bay Buccaneers history. And I would like to say it's not even close because we've had a lot of fun plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially in this last 2 years. You can make a couple of highlight reels about it. But honestly, when you look at the whole history of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we had to beat the Eagles. That was the number one team around then. McNabb was still a beast. And we got that. And they had life. They almost came back in that game. But Rondé with that pick is the reason why they didn't. So Rondé with the number one. And Alex, they call this play being at the top. We got a halftime update for the Pac-12 championship tied at 17 between USC and Utah. Ute scored right at the half and right as the half ended. Mad props for Rondé. No cap. All right. So that's the top 5 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I see that you got them ranked in here, I think.
Yeah, I didn't send them to you in order. And then I was like, oh, shit, we're supposed to do that. So
okay. Let me see if I have them right here. Let me see in accordance with you.
You can just run them all. It's just a Larry
I can just say where, yeah. Tape, right? Well, like, listen, so I actually worked really hard to pick up 2 plays. No, well, one play that has nothing to do with Larry Fitzgerald and one that's more of a moment that Larry Fitzgerald was a large part of, but it's more of a moment. But
so that's why
it was tough, man. Like, honestly, like trying to pick anything to do with this team that didn't involve one of the greatest postseason performers ever, who still holds the record for single season yardage. And if for some reason this motherfucker thinks that he's even close to Mike Evans, it's astounding.
Oh God.
So anyway, we'll get into that. Go ahead.
Number 5, I put your number 5 and number 4 are your like the performance ones. So starting with Kurt.
No, number 5 was an individual highlight.
Okay, which
it doesn't matter. Just roll it. I'll tell you where I had him in the top 5. It's no big deal.
Okay. All right.
The yardage and the 62 first downs, which is an NFL postseason record, and the yardage total by the end of this game will be an NFL postseason record. You know, Joe, I was watching Aaron Rodgers there when we were at commercial break on the side.
I wanted to stop that video on Kurt. That was the Kurt Warner performance, and
I figured he'd run that whole play because that play is actually quite. I was going to choose that play from this game so I could talk about this game. That play is actually quite interesting because that game ended on a defensive score in one of the most offensive football games ever. It ended on a defensive score on the first possession. But that game, I picked that game because Kurt Warner went 20. Sorry, I said it wrong in the chat earlier. I was drunk. He went 29 for 33 with 5 TDs and no interceptions. He had 4 incompletions and 5 touchdowns, which I thought was that needs to be talked about a little bit more. I think that was his last season or second last season.
I think so.
Either way, like near the end of his career, and he's still just slinging it. I mean, obviously, like I said, Larry Fitzgerald was a large part of that game, but the guy just seen the field as good as anybody, right? And that was more of a moment for me, just because, like I said, that stat line was pretty incredible in a playoff game, nonetheless, against Aaron Rodgers, and like the time where Aaron Rodgers was really starting to kind of establish himself as an elite quarterback. Kurt Warner went out there and slung it, and like I said, threw 4 incompletions in an entire game and 5 touchdowns, which is pretty nasty.
I wonder what the over-under was there.
Probably not 90.
Yeah.
The Cardinals, and that was the year. That was not the year. That was the year after we went to the Super Bowl. So the Cardinals were still okay. Like they weren't. I don't know. They were never any. They weren't favored to win that game. I know that for a fact.
Okay. This is number 4 that I had. Anyway, this is the Larry Fitz play, I think, at 145.
Warner has time. Fitzgerald into Steeler territory. 30, 20, 10. Arizona has the lead. He hit him in the perfect place. That middle was wide open. As I said, the safeties were 20 yards deep, and you're going to see that big hole there. And
So that's what I had for number 4, but please.
So I
tell
had
me
this
about
at
that
number 3 of the
Okay.
5. And the last one was number 4, actually. So this was 3. The last one we just showed was 4. This would be number 1. If it wasn't for Santonio Holmes, this would absolutely be number 1. But yeah, so I knocked it down a few because obviously we didn't win that Super Bowl. And it breaks my heart. This was, if you've ever watched A Football Life with Larry Fitzgerald, he talks about this play. He talks about, like, he thought this was his like his moment, like his David Tyree moment. Like this was it kind of thing. And watched it get taken away from him. Like he was like, this is my moment to kind of cement it all.
Now, just so everybody knows, with regards to all these videos, we do not own the rights to any of these videos and stuff like that. We are just simply borrowing them.
Got taken down somewhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're getting Alex in the back there talking to us, saying that we may have had an issue. So if we are taken down and stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. If you are not being able to see this, just pop over to the YouTube page. Let us know in the comments section.
The group is still live because the group's private.
I think it got taken down on YouTube.
I see. It's probably just because of the videos and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because YouTube is.
What? YouTube is down. Everything else is still rolling though.
The group is still rolling. I have the group open.
Okay, not a problem. We'll still keep her going. Fuck it. We'll just have a little bit of fun with this one. We'll record this one.
Facebook is still going too, so just not YouTube.
Perfect. So we'll check that copyright. Make sure that it's not obviously these videos, or if it's just the Isolated Peaks new song, which I actually had a quick feeling about because I always forget that I have to like send the email over for the whole copyright thing, which I did with the last one. So, but yeah, I see it's down on YouTube. Okay, thank you, Sean, for letting us know. Okay, well, let's continue on here, and we'll get to Chris's number 3. This is what I had for number 3, but we'll put it up here anyway.
here's a little throwback to Warner going downfield for Fitzgerald. Covered by Demps, and Fitzgerald makes the play for the touchdown. A penalty flag is down back in the area where Warner let it go.
So this was actually my number 1 for a couple of reasons. One, that game was one of the greatest individual performances by a wide receiver. 9 receptions, 152 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Larry Fitzgerald. So that was kind of worth noting for me. There was another reason I picked that one. No, I guess it's just that. There was another reason I picked that. But anyway, that was my number 1.
That was a great
I guess just another. It went on to kind of cement what I was saying earlier about what, like, overall that playoff run was. He had one of the greatest individual performances, right? Like he still had, I believe he still holds the record for single postseason yardage.
Is that Palmer?
No, Fitz, like single
Fitz,
postseason receiving yards. I believe he still holds that record. He had just had that playoff run. He had, and he went out and, like, we talk about your best players got to perform. Like, your best players are your best players when you need them most, and that was Larry Fitzgerald. Like, when we needed him most, every single time, no matter what, he was there. He caught the ball.
That is true.
So, and especially in that playoff run specifically. But there's actually one more, which I have at number 2, which is another example of that. So
Was it shotgun? Murray out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray heaves it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught.
So this was
Murray
number
Magic.
5. This was number
Okay.
5.
Okay,
Yeah.
this was number 5.
Love this play. I honestly didn't realize that like the Cardinals actually have like there's a lot of Hail Marys that have happened for the Cardinals, which I didn't realize until I like searched Cardinals Hail Mary and I was like, oh, well, shit, I gotta specify. But I mean, like the throw, the play, whatever is all great. The catch is the reason that this is on this list. Is like just DeAndre. Like usually every Hail Mary play I watched for most of the Cardinals anyway, and in general, you're in the end zone and there's 10 guys just in a circle, and it's kind of just like whoever's lucky enough to get that ball, if anybody does get it. This one, you're looking at one wide receiver surrounded by 3 defensive backs. Like, if you pause that in the middle of the air and I got to put money on whether or not he catches that, I'm not betting on him. Right? Like, I'm just like, no, like it's going to get batted down. Somebody's going to just blow him the fuck up. Like, it's not happening. And DeAndre Hopkins goes up, gets higher than 3 defensive backs, hauls it in. And it was against my best friend's team, and that the picture of his hands above the Buffalo hands is actually my contact picture from my buddy on my phone because he's a Bills fan. So every time he calls, it's just DeAndre's hands higher than the rest of them. But yeah, no, that play it's got to be in the top 5 for sure.
This was the other one that I had here for you. This was the last play that we had for the Arizona Cardinals.
Blitz coming. Matthews. Palmer stepping away at first. Palmer extending the play.
Nobody there.
Crosses the field. Larry Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is going to take it into Green Bay territory. Larry Fitzgerald inside the 30. The 20.
If he
Larry
scores, it's
Fitzgerald is insane to the 4-yard line. One of the greatest postseason performers ever. His 08 postseason was one for the ages. So what happens here? 75 yards, first and goal.
As great as
Oh, I wanted you to keep it rolling because
my bad.
Well, it doesn't matter. Just following that, they pitched the ball. They shovel past the ball to Fitz for a 5-yard run.
Right after that.
Like right after. So again, I had that one at number 2. 75-yard run, obviously capped with a 5-yard touchdown run. In overtime, like
That game was insane too.
That game was ridiculous. Like somehow against the Packers, we just have like these incredible playoff games. But just again to like kind of say like about Fitz, like when we needed him, like overtime, we needed him. Palmer was in trouble. Like he, for all intents and purposes, should have been sacked. I've never seen Palmer spin out of a sack like that in the entire time that I watched him. Like he's not a fast man. He runs like a tree. Him and Brendan Roethlisberger should have a race for who's slowest. But he rolled out of that sack, just looks around, finds 11. This was in too, like this is in like kind of the tail end of Larry's career. He's slower. He doesn't have the same, like, I'm not that he was ever really that fast, but he was a lot slower in these years. This was, I think, his third to last season. Like, I mean, in his last season, he ended up getting hurt. But either way, like, this is like near the end of his career. He's getting slower, but still, just like when we needed him, when he was called upon, when he was needed to just do something and just magic, he went out there and just ran by people. For a guy who everybody's like, it's too slow, he ran by people.
That's why that post route that he ran in the Super Bowl is still one of my favorite touchdowns.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like I said, both of those plays, it goes to like when you needed him, right? When the Cardinals needed him, he was always ready to rock.
I was shocked Troy didn't catch him.
Larry Fitz, forever in my top 5.
Fitz is like, I'll say, like Fitz is one of my favorite players of all time, if not my favorite player of all time. But he's slow. He wasn't the fast. He had the hands, and he was able to he had some finesse, like he had some style, but like he's not like Tyreek Hill. Like he's not outrunning anybody. He's not creating separation with speed. He was a physical wide receiver. He worked hard. He made some pretty catches because he had to, but you could throw the ball in like a fucking 20-foot radius of him, and there was like a 98% chance he was getting that ball.
Jonathan Humstrom says, Larry Fitz forever my top 5. I'm just looking in the comment section here to see the name, and he said he's also in my top 5 for Mike Evans. So look at that. I was about to say if the Hail Mary ain't in there, I don't think.
Like I said, picking that Warner game, I could have picked 5 Fitzgerald moments. I really could have, like going through these videos.
Yeah,
it would have been easy.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think the one stat that just sums up Larry Fitzgerald's career and how good he was as a player is the fact that he has more tackles than he does drops.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Yeah,
that tells you how bad of quarterbacks he played against. He played with, right? Because they were throwing that many interceptions that he had that many tackles, and also he never dropped the ball. Like that just tells.
No. Yeah, sure. Like the surest hands. Like I said, every play. Like you go on YouTube. Like I said last time I was looking. You go on YouTube and you search like Larry Fitzgerald highlights. They're all like that, man. Like they're just like. He just catches these balls that are like they're terrible throws, or they're like tricky, like you know what I mean. The quarterback had to put it in a weird spot, and he's like, I got it, like it's all good, I'll go get it. Like I think I was watching one. It was a clip from the like again. I don't know if you guys ever watched those Football Life documentaries, but the Larry Fitzgerald one's incredible. They actually did it. He wasn't done his career yet when he finished it when they did it, but it's phenomenal. But there was good.
No, go ahead.
Oh, there was a clip from that with David Johnson where they asked him like, is he the best receiver in the NFL? And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, dude. And he's like, he does this shit like in practice. He's like, we'll be like, somebody will throw the ball and he'll just like go and catch it. I think it was also like Jay Feely or Neil Rackers, one of the kickers, had said it on the same documentary. He's like, you know what? I watched Larry in practice, and I'm like, that was the greatest catch I've ever seen. And it was in a walkthrough, man. He's like, somebody just go tell Larry he's doing a good job. Like, he's working hard out here. Like, somebody just go tell him he's doing good. Like, I can't remember. I think it was one of the kickers said that. But yeah, either way, just like Alex said, the quarterbacks were terrible. Larry was just a bright, shining light for these terrible quarterbacks.
Speaking of terrible quarterbacks, the Detroit Lions are up next. And they have got about 2 players, I would say, that are going to be on this highlight list. There's no sound to these ones, so you guys are going to have to use your eyes. Well, let's get to number 5 on the all-time Lions plays. Top 5 Lions all-time plays. Oh, yeah, we can talk over this one. I forgot about that.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. So this is obviously going to be a Megatron one. Stafford, the only good quarterback I think they've ever had.
Quacking ball. Jesus.
Look at that.
Holy fuck. I think it's more impressive just because of how shitty the ball was thrown.
Or how shitty the team is that they're playing against. So, yeah, you got Megatron
just
coming down against just 3 Cowboys.
Just a straight jump ball. Like my guy's better than your guy.
Yep. Number 4.
I really wanted to somehow I didn't put it in, but in my highlight reel, and it wouldn't have fit, but I wanted to put just Patrick Peterson covering Megatron when they played, because he was like almost invisible in that game.
I had to find, there it is. Sorry. Number 4, of course, is against my Buccaneers.
This has to do with Barry, I would imagine.
And he's just gone.
House call.
Oh my God. A lot of the Barry Sanders highlights, though, I will admit, are against my Buccaneers because we did play against them back in the day in the same division. That was one hell of a play.
Insane.
That is like, I knew who Barry Sanders was before, not to say a lot of other people, but before a lot of people in Canada. People in the East Coast obviously knew, but out here they were like, who the fuck is that? Kevin Cobb, Drew Stanton, Matt Leinart. I could keep listing off the bad quarterbacks for the Cards. Not as bad as pre-Stafford Lions, but still pretty bad. I agree. It is literally 2 players.
John Skelton is probably worse than pre-Stafford Lions.
Megatron, my number 3. That's from Jonathan Holmstrom again. Good pick, Alex. Anything against Dallas is the best. Barry Sanders was incredible.
Is Ash still watching? Like everybody's just trying to bury her. It seems
now.
Like she's like, "Fuck these guys, man."
It's funny because she's in here, so she can only hear what I'm saying. She doesn't hear what you guys, but she'll like watch, so she can't hear that everybody's dunking on the Cowboys right now. With all the
I saw that.
Except Chris. I still want her to like me, so except Chris.
Chris is the only one that hasn't.
There you go.
Number 3 for Alex. Kinda.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Alex, just being nice.
I'm like,
kinda. Not at all.
Whoa. Easy. This is a family show. Number 3 for the Detroit Lions.
Get off.
Oh, of course.
Barry,
it's
this one's
play.
Nasty too.
Against the Lions.
Against the Cowboys.
Yep.
Can you imagine watching this? Can you imagine watching this live as a Cowboy fan and being like, can somebody, one of these 7 people just tackle
him?
Like
75
1,
for me.
2, 3.
Somebody come
75 right here.
4, 5. Just
Running to the end
watches him
zone.
run behind.
75 is my favorite of that play.
Oh
Yeah, just
man,
my
like
ankle.
I can't imagine watching that live and being like, just tackle it, like you got him. Then like there's 4 of them there, like just hit him.
Joe Harrington, Dan Orlovsky. We got Skelton beat. Listen, you better pray that Dan Orlovsky doesn't see this because he's going to be your head coach in a few
Good
years.
old
Watch
Dan.
it. What the hell? This one was filthy.
So nasty.
Almost put it at 1. Where's Alex? Alex is actually not here today because he's actually got no voice. And to save himself because his highlights are basically against the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. So let's get to number 2. I was against
Stafford
Cincy.
to Megatron.
I was going to say Stafford being like, I have nobody else. I'm just going to lob this motherfucker up here. And
Again, in triple coverage.
Yeah, still my favorite. One of my favorite
So
plays
good.
of all time. I put this one at 3, probably for like my all-time favorites. Like, that's just so gorgeous.
He's just got somebody on his back, somebody in his lap, and then that's just
Dragging
so good.
them down already because they're like, fuck it, I'm calling
Yep.
pass interference.
Mhm.
And he's like, no, I am Megatron. All right, hold on. Number one, Alex, I thought was the nice one, but really coming from my voice today. Yeah, you don't know Alex like we do. I'm just saying. Number 1 for Alex's pick of all time. I think we all know the run. Look at this thing. Whoop.
Just in the backfield, supposed to be dead.
Oh, my
Broken
God.
2 tackles already.
Oh, by the way, what team is that again?
Was that the Baltimore Colts?
Oh, their jersey actually looked like the Cowboys for a second. I was like,
That was the
"Ooh."
Colts.
The Baltimore Colts. Yes, the number 1 run of all time. Look at this thing. Just dead to that one guy's leg is literally broken, and that's why he didn't get up. He's like,
I just love the quarterback. He's like, he's going to the house. We're good. Like he's like, we're in.
Yeah.
The buddy's still in the 25, and he's like, oh, it's good. He's
Like,
good. He's got this.
Out of all these highlights tonight, 2 of these stand out as my favorite. That one right there for him already being like, he's gone. And of course, the San Antonio Holmes thing where that referee literally comes up and is like a Hollywood freaking or like a New York actor for Broadway, just comes up and it's just like, it's a touchdown. Like, just so much emphasis into that. The Colts, the Indianapolis Colts from 1990, the number 1 play here at NSD by Alex for the Detroit Lions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. We got to pay some bills here. Not only that, a couple of us have to probably go take a leak, go smoke some legal substances that are up here, at least in Canada, not for SIG. I'm not getting them arrested.
It's legal here.
There we go. So we're all going to go take a quick break here. We'll be right back at NSD with a quick word from our sponsor and, of course, from the platform we share to. So we'll be right back here at I guess at LTF, but at NSD.
I thought you were going to say LSD, so.
I wouldn't mind. All right, we'll be right back.
got.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to. Oh my God! Sorry, I got a message from Alex. And I thought it was something really important, really quick. I was like, "What's going on?" We are back here live at NSD, live from NSD headquarters, which is literally my basement. Which in about 8 days, Chris will actually be over in. Nicole will be, Kyle will be in, a bunch of NSD people will be in the studio, all just chilling out. We might even go
Sid,
live
hop on a plane, buddy. It's actually not that expensive to fly from Arizona to Edmonton.
If you and Ash
it's supposed to warm up to like minus 16 next weekend, which is actually pretty comfortable.
You have me until then.
I got some pants that'll fit you. I don't know if you own pants. I know if I lived in the desert, I'd probably not own pants. So I got some pants that'll fit you. It'll keep you warm. Nice big jacket. I got you. We're good. We'll stay inside. We'll do indoor things. It'll be good. Promise. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, we're mostly going to be indoors. I am going to have a fire outside just in case, though. Might as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live here at NSD. If you like what you see, like what you hear, like what is going on this platform, give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow.
I just noticed this is the first show since that we started doing this that Sid put the guns away for an episode.
I had to break out the Gump shirt.
I know. It's just. I mean, it doesn't make doesn't make Andrew look so bad in comparison. There it is. Yeah, now Andrew just looks like a fucking shit.
Remember to subscribe on YouTube, everybody. North Sports Dynasty. Use the hashtag, all that kind of fun stuff. We got big things going on here in the new year. We got hockey show coming. We got a gaming show coming. We got a Lions show coming. We got a new fantasy football show coming. We got lots of things coming in the brand new year. And then after this brand new year coming up,
Does that gaming show involve me just dunking on you guys in every game? Is that what it is?
Maybe. I'm probably going to just send you off, like do 8-hour streams and stuff like that. And we'll just call that the sports show. We'll call that the gaming show. So we're going to go over the picks of the week here at NSD. We all actually took the Bills yesterday. Thank goodness. My parlay did not hit. What a gross game that was. Just all over the place. But we're going to go through every single game individually and go over the picks. Alex, I believe, has given his picks in the chat. So this gives Chris a chance to write them down as we go. Starting off with the Packers versus the Bears.
No. Stop it. Look at the screen I shared. Go in that order. Just because I've already got it all laid out and I don't want to jump around like an asshole. So the first one's Pittsburgh at Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Obviously, he's going Pittsburgh.
Very much so.
Yeah, I'll go Pittsburgh as well.
I will also go Pittsburgh. And I believe Alex also did. I'd have to check.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck, Alex.
Oh, did you see this guy? Can't wait for the NSD trophy to reside in my apartment. Fuck you, buddy. It is all mine.
Whoa.
This guy.
Pal.
This guy.
Alex, you had the Steelers. Okay. I didn't look at all because I didn't know you weren't going to be here. I was going to do it like this. So
2024 when we meet in Detroit, just bring the trophy because I'll just bring it back with me because that's the year I'm coming.
I had a funny idea though, because I said when we're down there, because we're obviously going to be going to the draft stuff and having a bunch of fun. I was like, every single day though, we can't just be like sitting around being like, oh, what if we do this? What if we do that? I was like, we all need to get mini helmets of our teams and go get as many autographs as possible by like a certain timeline, like say 8:00 at night. Anyone, like if it's 8:01 and your mini helmet's not on that like table or something like that, it doesn't count. And Alex was all like, I'm fucking in. Like, that would be so much fun. Oh, yeah, look at all your
Which helmet should I bring?
It'd be a blank one, an all blank one. So, next game there, Chris.
We got Denver at Baltimore.
I'm going to go Baltimore on this one.
Yeah, I'm never betting on Denver.
Again.
Not this year. I bet on them, though. Hey, out of all the things that I said at the beginning of the year, Minnesota making the playoffs and everyone laughed at me. Denver missing the playoffs and everyone laughed at me.
We all went Baltimore, right?
Just saying. Yes.
I'm doing this a new way, so bear with me.
Not a problem. So yeah, this is the Discord, everybody. If you want to go.
Yeah, this will be available in our Discord. Like, this gets posted after the show in the Discord. I have our records all there. After last night, I was going to touch on this at the top, but Andrew didn't really give me an opportunity. Andrew is 16-14 with his picks. I'm 17-13, and Alex and Sid are both tied at the top at 19-11. So.
Fuck, they suck. Anyway, next games. No, I'm just kidding.
You're barely clinging to 500.
Hey, that's all good, baby. We're all good, man.
So next we got Green Bay at Chicago.
Give me the Packers.
Same.
Hey,
Is
they
Fields
almost
playing?
had it.
Is Fields playing? No. Is he still out?
No.
According to the fantasy app, he is projected to be the starter.
Oh.
Why is this
Packers.
being dumb? Oh my gosh. Sorry, fellas. So we got you both going Packers?
Yeah.
Same with Alex.
I'm gonna go Bears just so we don't have a clean sweep here, and also, oh my goodness.
God, this is like worse than watching paint dry at this point.
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing this. It didn't do this for any of the other ones, but it keeps wanting to put Green Bay in a weird spot.
Weird.
I'll fix it after.
That's totally
But
fine.
we got we moving on because Green Bay is just pissing me off now. We got Jacksonville at Detroit.
This one for even betting is so fucking like 50-50. But because we got a host that I want to actually do a Lions show and not piss him off, I'm going Jaguars.
So, hold on. Walk me through that.
I'm so glad.
I want to piss them off, so I'm definitely 100% picking the team that they're playing against. I'm also going Jaguars, but I just think the Jaguars are the better team.
So
Get the better quarterback.
So fucking happy somebody started laughing at that. Sid was just like, you fucking. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go Lions on this one.
I'm going Jags.
Okay, and I'm assuming Alex is going Lions.
He went Lions.
I got to figure out a better way to do this.
That's okay.
No, I just thought this would be easy, and it's not. Oh, the Lions are pissing me off, too. Okay. Moving on. We got Cleveland at Houston. The DeShaun Watson return to Houston.
DeShaun Watson massages the stat line, and he takes it.
Give me the massage Watsons.
Yeah, massage Watson.
Okay, stop sharing my screen. This is going to be painful.
I got you.
All
There
right.
you go.
It's already pissing me off. So you're both going Cleveland?
Yep.
Okay, I want to go Houston just because, like, I haven't seen DeShaun Watson play football in like fucking 2 years.
Hey, we beat the Bengals. There, Alex. Loosemore. They are an AFC team, if you do recall.
But I don't want to just like sacrifice my record for
Nice try,
nothing. So I probably will also go Cleveland because even if DeShaun Watson sucks, they still have that guy named Nick Chubb. He's pretty good. Pretty
The
all right.
Texans are just that
And they're
bad.
just terrible, man. If they win, I'll be stoked if they won. Don't get me wrong. I'd be more than happy to be wrong here.
Next.
But they're just bad. We got the Jets at the Vikings.
Still Vikings.
Even with the future Tom Brady at the helm
Yeah, I
for
was
the
gonna
Jets.
say, even though that Mike White is probably still going to throw 5 touchdowns, I still got the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. You like that? Which obviously started when he beat the Buccaneers,
Sid saves me. He's like, I don't know what I want to say here.
I'm
going Jets. Give me the Jets.
I'll take the Jets.
Oh, let's go. I'm not alone here.
Split on it. Me and Alex will go Vikings.
Jets.
New York Jets. New York Jets. Oh, Alex went Mini, and I'm New York Jets. And Sid's New York
Yeah,
Jets. All right.
that's the one comment. Can't wait for Sauce Gardner versus Jay Jettas. Wow, that's going to be fun.
So now we got Washington at New York Giants.
I got the Giants. Sorry, Sean. I go with the Canadian head coach every time.
I really like him, by the way.
I got a Canadian shirt on. So give me the Giants.
I wanted Brian Dable, man. When I heard Bruce Arians was retiring, I was like, can we just clean house and get Brian Dable, please?
I'm also going New York Giants, and I believe Alex did as well. If he just drop a comment there, I'll make sure that's proper.
If Sean's watching, he's be like, I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna clip this part of the show. That's
He
for sure.
definitely is.
What's the next one there?
And what's he gonna do? Play it next week after they get destroyed by the Giants?
Alex took the commies.
Yeah, he's gonna take the commies.
Oh, give me the commies. Okay.
Next game.
All right, Tennessee at Philadelphia. This is the last morning game. I have it now. Like if you go into the Discord, I have it now kind of organized. So you got the Thursday night football game, 11 a.m. games, 2:05 games, Sunday night football, Monday night football. Some people that matters, especially for picking teams.
Yep.
It does. Like, I mean, if you're picking Kirk Cousins, I'm not picking him if he's in any of those primetime slots.
I'll take the Eagles in this one, though. I am going to talk about the Eagles here in a few when it comes to our Betstamp picks of the week.
Sid, you're going Eagles?
Tighten up, baby.
Tighten up. Oh, see, I thought I was going to be alone here. I'm also going with Tennessee.
Interesting.
And Alex has the Eagles.
Yep.
This is rare. Me and Sid don't agree often, and we've agreed, I think, on every single pick. Except for the Bears. I got the Bears. That's about the only one we haven't agreed on. This one, I feel like is going to be a clean sweep here. Seattle at Los Angeles Rams.
Chickens. Give me the chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the chickens. Even though there's something telling me that Perkins, what's his name? Perkins,
Bryce
the quarterback.
Perkins.
Yeah, I got a weird feeling that he's gonna come out of hell and just take the Seahawks down with him. But
No Aaron Donald.
I'm not taking that shots. I'm not taking that chance. So yeah.
The Rams, like I think I said it a couple weeks ago, like they didn't get a Super Bowl hangover. They got Super Bowl alcohol poisoning and they're fucked. So
Seahawks for Alex too.
Yeah, I saw that. I figured that one was going to be a clean sweep. Okay, so next we got Miami at San Francisco. This should actually be, I think it'd be a pretty fucking good game. Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good game. Andrew, we'll start with you.
Give me the Dolphins.
This one's tough, man.
I know, and
I'm also going Dolphins, but it is a very tough one.
For betting wise too. It's almost like for all your parlays and stuff, it almost feels as though putting Miami either to cover the spread or money line would just seems appropriate because they've invested in the defense and they have corners and McCaffrey, like they got banged up people still. So something tells me Miami's got this, but holy fuck, what a game that's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, you have all the storylines. Mike McDaniel's the old offensive coordinator. You got both running backs from the Niners are now on the Dolphins. But because of that, the Niners know everything that's coming. So give me the Niners.
Interesting.
Head coaches always beat their coordinators, ex-coordinators.
All right. This one, another one that I think will be a pretty decent game, is KC at Cincinnati.
This is another good one.
Yeah. I'm still taking KC, but
of the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think we're just
Patrick Mahommes
waiting on Alex here. Alex says, "Give me the Bengals."
That's right.
Interesting. In the last afternoon game of the day on Sunday, we got the Chargers at the Raiders. Everybody's faces is exactly how I feel. I'm like, hold on, they got a quarter in here? I'm just gonna.
No.
Yeah.
Chargers are much better than the Raiders.
Are they?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm taking the Chargers. And what's the Monday night one?
Hang on, still got Sunday Night Football here. I haven't picked yet. I'm gonna go Las Vegas Raiders just because I want to.
That's fair.
Because I want to. Fuck all of you.
Just because I want to. Yeah, I don't know. That game to me, but I think those teams are very much in the same boat. I wouldn't. That's why he's like much better. I'm like much better. I don't know.
They're like 5 games ahead record-wise.
I'm not talking about that. I just mean like head to head. I think that they're very similar teams. I just think I don't know. I'm taking the Raiders. Sunday Night Football. We got Indianapolis at Dallas. Can we all take Indy just to piss off Ash?
I literally just wanted to say something like that too.
Just clean sweep on Indy.
Hold on.
Indianapolis. Chris is taking Indianapolis. Alex is taking Indianapolis.
Yeah, if
Oh,
Alex
so she can't hear me. Yeah.
I'll do it. Chargers beat the Cards.
To beat the Cowboys. You guys are all taking the Colts to beat the Cowboys.
I want Alex to type it.
She whipped her head around.
I heard her that time. I didn't hear what she said, but I heard something in the background.
Fine, says give me the Cowboys. Fine, give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm taking. I'd love to take the Colts, but that was a fun joke. But I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, no, sorry, Def not.
You're joking at all, guys. No, we're all taking the Cowboys. Relax.
Everybody took the Cowboys.
Oh God! And Monday Night Football. Oh, this is why Andrew keeps saying what's the Monday night game? Like in the middle of doing the afternoon games. We got New Orleans at Tampa Bay. So naturally, we're all gonna pick New Orleans, right?
Saints. They all said it. They were all talking about taking the Colts just to piss you off.
Do it. I dare all of you to take the Saints, and then I'm gonna watch the Saints get hooked.
Did you? Are you you're actually taking? Okay, you said the Saints.
If it was in New Orleans, I'd roll the dice.
Right? Like I just.
Yeah.
I'm still not confident in the game, though. I'm just saying.
I'm taking New Orleans.
What's Brady's record against the Saints as a Buck?
1-4. Or
2-4? Give me New Orleans.
Something like that. So I guess that's all the picks then. So with all the picks done, if you want to know what everybody's picks are going to be, they're going to be up on the Discord there, ladies and gentlemen. We are also going to take another quick break. We're going to be right back for the Locked Picks of the Week, sponsored by Betstamp. But first, we'll give you the NSD commercial. But we also had a quick little thing that happened last show that we wanted to bring up because it's an NSD funny and stuff like that, and we love poking the Bears here. So,
this guy, what was your prediction for the Steelers? What was that record up there? I just want to see it.
It's not up there anymore, but I will. I'll get you that picture.
Pretty sure it was only 4 wins, and I'm pretty sure we got that already. So
I think I put you at 5 wins, but we'll see.
We'll double check.
We'll be right back. Right after a quick word from the NSD commercial and a quick little NSD funny. We'll be right back. You suck, you jackass.
I don't think so.
8-9 is Jacksonville, Pittsburgh. Sorry, Sid. Kind of told you this would happen, but you didn't listen to me. You got your dad to come in here and talk shit, and now your Pittsburgh Steelers are dog shit. Cut it.
Oh, my.
Clip it and send it over to Mr. Swinton, because your team fucking blows, buddy. And then number 10 is the...
I'm beginning to suspect these are the people that have stolen our luggage.
Oh, no.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NSD. I am one of your hosts, Andrew Fulbert. I am joined by 2 out of the other 3 hosts that are here at NSD. Mr. Chris Warchuk, Dubsauce TTV on Twitch. Mr. Sid Swinton, the Squid Rip Cards, which is also on Facebook and on TikTok. And you can also see him on the Let's Talk Fantasy Football show every Tuesday night. And, of course, he's got his own Squid Rip Cards show on Sunday nights, which is a little unfiltered. Alex is in the comment section because he can't talk tonight, chatting with us anyway. And he is an NFL.
We should have got him on here with like a little whiteboard.
That would have been like just a couple of prepped whiteboards. Just
Or just one little one, and he just like writes down his comments. And fuck you, Chris. Fuck you, buddy.
That would have been that's see, I like that.
I was waiting for the Bucks.
Alex actually, so 6-11 is what I have the Steelers at. Lions 5-12. Can't see Bucks or the Cards. I will get them though.
I think Andrew had the Cards doing really good. I believe Andrew had the Cards doing really good.
He also had the Bucks doing really good.
He was wrong.
I did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into paying a little bit of the bills here at NSD. I just gotta do one quick thing here. Gotta timestamp this. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here at NSD, we are sponsored by Betstamp. Betstamp is the leading app in Canada for line shopping. What is line shopping? What the hell is Betstamp anyway? Well, first of all, use the referral code AFOBEAR, all capitalized, when you download Betstamp, and that'll help you see what I'm betting, what all the other people are betting, and it'll also give you a couple little perks in there. Betstamp is Canada's leading line shopping app, sportsbook app, everything that you need for sports gambling app. And what it helps you find, and I will show you right here, is this. You get all the different games that you see right here. If you are looking at, say, the Tennessee-Philadelphia game, it'll show you the best odds out there. So if you just use one specific sports book, it may not tell you the best line for you for that game. No, that's why there are plenty of other sports books out there, and that's why everybody's starting to get into the game when it comes to sports gambling. And remember, bet responsibly. And if you look at this screen here, I know it's a little bit small, but if you want to see it with a little bit more detail, all you got to do is download Betstamp. You are line shopping right in front of you, right here. They're showing you the best lines. They're showing you that if you want the Denver and Baltimore over, the lowest that you can get it for the best odd is right here at over 39.5 at -108. And the sportsbook you would be betting on is Pinnacle. Well, I got Chris here and I got Sid here. So let's take a look at some of their games. I think the Cards are on a bye, are they not?
They are on a bye.
Yes, on a bye.
Okay.
I don't have to get angry at anybody this week.
Yeah, no. But this is kind of fun. When you look at the Lions line here with Jacksonville, 50-50 split on the money. Nobody really actually knows what the hell to expect with this game. This is one of those games where I would personally stay away. But if you wanted to support Alex Loosemore's Lions, you could take that -1 and get the dog money on it. You can take the -104 for the straight money line. But why not? The Lions wouldn't be winning by half of a point. No, they'd be winning by a full point if they won, right? So go get that dog money there. But what about the Steelers? They're playing the Falcons, which is Kyle Yacy, Anthony Handy's favorite teams. And that one also is a weird one. Vegas doesn't necessarily know where to go, but they do have the Steelers at favorite, -1 at +103, for example. They do not have the Monday night game, I do not think. Yes, they do. And all the money seems to be on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win by 4. I'm not touching a single damn thing about this game until I know a little bit more if Leonard's actually going to play, because nope. The Saints are the one team that I will never bet against when they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As much as I hate them, got to respect them. Betstamp, ladies and gentlemen, this is the leading app, again, to help you with line shopping. The best lines out there, the best damn sports book shopping you can do. And not only that, they are the leading sponsor here at NSD. Betstamp, ladies and gentlemen, get that app, go to your Play Store, download it, get that referral code in at AFOBEAR. Now, what picks do I got for you today? Obviously, my record is not the greatest because we're still recovering from a couple weeks ago where I went 0-6, and everybody who was in the group chat with me knows how fucking depressed I was, because I don't like when you guys are losing money. I like it when the fans here at NSD are winning money. So here today, if I can adjust this just a little bit more, just to show you here. There we go. We had the Bills and the Patriots at -3 Minus 124 was the cool bet that we did. I actually timestamped it in the group chat. Chris and Sid could be one of the people that could tell you. Alex could also tell you that was a bet that I wanted to make sure had a little bit of proof that was done, especially if you went to Betstamp. You can see that I made that bet. Also, the 5 bets that we got for Sunday. I'm going to take Tennessee at the +5, minus 110. I found that at Power Play. Listen, Tennessee is a dog. All right. Tennessee is a good team. Just because at the beginning of the season they were playing a little rough does not mean towards the end of the season, where they actually have been very dominant the last few years, doesn't mean that they're going to start playing like dog crap. The Philadelphia Eagles have been really, really good and top heavy, but we all see what happens to top heavy teams towards the end of the season. Give me that Tennessee +5 at minus 110. Washington at the New York Giants. I like the Giants money line here, but Washington is one of those teams, just like the Detroit Lions, where they cover the spread very, very well. And this game could literally be a 1-point game. So in that case, with Washington being the favorite, I am actually going to take the Giants spread at +2.5, also at minus 110. And I found that at Bet99. Listen, the Giants are a great team, and so are the Commanders. But both are got a couple players banged up in weird places. So I want to take the Giants here just because of the head coaching. I trust Brian Daboll more than I trust. I just had his name. That's why I had a brain fart. What the heck? Ron Rivera. Thank you. Ron Rivera. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm taking the Chiefs at minus 1.5. If this comes down to a fourth quarter game, it's going to go either way. Someone's either kicking a field goal or winning this by a touchdown. And it can literally be a coin flip. But when it comes to a coin flip with the Kansas City Chiefs, they're not playing the Buccaneers, just for bias sakes, I'm usually leaning the Chiefs' way. They're this year and this generation's version of the New England Patriots and Tom Brady and the money that was being made for all the fans there. So give me Patrick Mahomes to beat Joe Burrow by at least 2 points. I got that at 109 at Cool Bet. The Browns versus the Texans. Yes, I decided to indulge in this game a little bit, and I even decided to go with the DeShaun Watson bet. DeShaun Watson, back when he still played and didn't massage his own stats, was a dog and was a guy that actually ran the ball a little bit. Not only that, he was a good player on the field. So when he is going up against his own team, they may actually do their best to cover all the wide receivers. They may go out and play one of the best games that the Texans have ever played. But that means Deshaun Watson is going to have to run for a couple of those first downs. So right now they got the line at 25.5 rushing yards. I'm taking the over. Found that at minus 11 at Bet365. And the last bet I got for you this weekend, I'm going to take the Chargers with the dog money, straight up money line at plus 100 at Sports Interaction. I don't usually do divisional games because they could be going either which way. But I like the Chargers because they know that they got to start winning. The Raiders are in one of those weird positions where the owners are like, hey, maybe we can kind of hands off this whole situation and maybe get ourselves a new quarterback in the wing there. So I'm looking towards some of the other things that have been going on with the Raiders. I don't necessarily think they're going to win, but I do think they're going to make it a close one, but I'm still taking the Chargers. I will throw this up on the Facebook page and the Facebook group for everybody to see afterwards. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, to download Betstamp. Let me put that banner up here. Use that referral code AFOBEAR and get yourself hooked up with the leading app when it comes to line shopping and just helping you get the best bet out there. Betstamp. I was going to say betstamp.com, but I don't think they're actually at betstamp.com. So go download Betstamp right now. Betstamp. Stamp that bet down, motherfuckers. All right. We're towards the end of the show here, ladies and gentlemen, and I've got a few comments here. The comment about him doing the whiteboard thing, and then he's like, thought about writing my giant whiteboard. Hey, Jen, says Alex Schomber. Thank you for tuning in tonight, buddy. Utah currently 24-17 halfway through the third quarter. Sid, that
Started
alternative.
So good.
I know.
So good.
I know. More time for COD for Kyler, JK, Chris. My bad. He doesn't. He just doesn't even acknowledge those comments anymore.
It's just so.
Good evening, everyone.
It's been done.
Alex also says he can vouch for that. He made it for last night before kickoff. Yes, I did. So there we go. We are at least 1-0 out of the 6 bets that we got there, ladies and gentlemen, that we have presented to you by Betstamp. Oh, Christopher Cole coming in here says the Texans with an upset. Listen.
I'd love to see it.
I want it to.
Would love to see it.
I want Damon Pierce to have like 33 carries for like 350 yards, all total scrimmage. Like, I want him to just go off, man. Like, that's going to be a fun game to watch. And especially because the Buccaneers don't play till Monday, I think that's probably going to be the game that I end up watching. So, what about you guys? What games are you watching this weekend? Chris, let's start with you.
Oh, sorry. I was in another world. What did you just say to me? I was reading something and I got distracted.
That's all good. What games are you watching this weekend?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I'm here. I promise. What games am I watching? I was just going to pull up my picks here. Oh, the Miami-San Francisco game. That'll be one I will definitely be watching.
Yep.
Also, KC Cincinnati. I watch KC pretty much every week as long as they're not overlapping with the Cardinals. I love watching Patrick Mahommes. So I'll be watching those two in the morning. It'll probably be Red Zone because, quite honestly, none of those games excite me at all.
Hey, Chris, we were on a show here, my guy.
I like usually around this time of the show, I like jump on Twitter just to see if there's anything worth talking about. And I started reading something, and I was just like,
dude, I was waiting for Kyle to come in here and be like, take a fucking nap, bud.
Yeah, I did already. No, I was, like I said, usually around this time of the show, I'm checking out Twitter to see if there's anything worth talking about that's happened in the last couple of hours.
Yeah, just double check.
Yeah, exactly. And I was reading
Antonio Brown leave his house yet, or what?
I haven't seen anything. I read that when I was at the bar this morning, and I haven't heard anything about it since.
The bar this morning.
Just
that.
I had a day off. It's minus 40 here.
Do you understand what we do in Canada, dude? There's two.
It's minus 40 if you got the day off work. I'm a trades guy. We drink. That's just the way the fucking world works.
You're either at.
And I got apparently, and then I got fucking gooned and came home and had a nap.
Yeah, if you do what he does and you're a drinker,
listen. I got to the bar and I asked what the specials were, and she said, "Well, we got this and this and this." She's like, "Oh, jugs are $19." I was like, "Wow." Beers are $8. Like, financially, that's just a good decision to get a jug.
One of my favorite lines for something like that is when you're at the bar or you're at the restaurant and someone goes, you're like, "What kind of drinks did you have?" They're like, "I have this, I have this, and I have this." I always think of when Radio, like the movie Radio, like Cuba Gooding Jr. goes, "I want both." Just like, that's how drunk I am. I want both. Whatever you just said, both of them. Give them. USC failing flat on their face coming out of the half is noteworthy. This is very true. Considering I literally just watched the video about Sean Payton.
That's the Saints coach.
Thank you. I always do him and Sean Taylor, and I always mix it up. And Alex always, every single time, he's just like, Andrew, it's Sean Payton, not Sean Taylor. Like, fuck, you're an idiot. But Sean Payton was on the Colin Cowherd show, and they both were talking about how good Caleb Williams is. And like how, like, they're like, we don't like to put the fact that he's going to be the next blah, 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 and stuff like that. But this motherfucker is going to be like really, really good. And I laughed and I'm like, we're going to be at the draft. We're going to be at that draft. So,
just from Twitter at 5 p.m. Eastern time, Antonio Brown is still at large.
Great. Well, he played for the Steelers. So let's get a quick little word out of Sid here before we get out of here. What games are you watching there?
Definitely the Steelers game to start.
Yeah.
But the way my house is set up, I got two TVs stacked on top of each other. So I'll have the Steelers game on, and then I'll also have Red Zone on to watch all the games.
Do you just do you set it to two different, like one will be on Red Zone and then one will be like on a different streaming site kind of thing? Okay.
Well, we get to, so I have a buddy that comes over, David, who's the co-host of the fantasy football show.
I haven't seen him tonight. Where the fuck is he, David?
I don't know. He might be working. He usually works on Fridays, but he comes over. We each have a Sunday ticket login. So usually one of us, as long as the Steelers and Cowboys aren't playing at the same time, we'll watch our game and the Red Zone, so we can watch Red Zone and watch all the games. Basically,
gotcha. See, Chris, this is what I'm saying here, man. Me and you and Alex and a few of us are just going to have to like retire down in Arizona in like 5 or 10 years. Like go down there and then literally every Saturday and Sunday it's just bringing the families over to like one of the people's houses.
Oh, dude, when I was
in the back fucking yard.
Yeah, when I was driving on that death road I was talking to you guys about the other day, I was going to say like when we make it big and this show is like making money, we're moving the headquarters to Arizona, so I'll never have to fucking see snow again.
Yeah, and even the fiance's like, you wouldn't move anywhere tropical, and it's like Arizona's tropical enough.
Listen, I was like, I'm never leaving Edmonton, and then it goes -40, and I'm like, I could definitely fucking leave Edmonton.
and I'm always like, listen, I would never survive in like +40 or +45 degree weather. And I'm like, they got sunscreen for a reason. I'm old enough where I'm like, fuck it, I'll die at 77. We'll be fine. Just lather me up. We're fine.
You get some SPF 700 and you'll be
fine.
Fine.
It's called SPF Save a Ginger.
There you go. That's the one.
And I had a bottle of that.
We were talking about it earlier, and that's actually a question I've had for a while. Sid, do you actually own a pair of pants?
I do. I literally could not tell you the last time I wore a pair of pants.
Okay, no, I'm just curious.
Like just a pair of jeans.
Because I wouldn't. Like I would be like shorts all the time. Like I have like they're shorts, but they're sweatpants material, and those are like my go-to on like a chilly day.
I have a pair of pants strictly for if I have to like look nice.
There you go. Yeah. I guess I meant like for like, you know, like do you wear sweatpants ever? Do you wear jeans ever? It's just like I'm going to a wedding. I can't show off the knees today.
Yeah. Even like sometimes when like I'll go out like with me and Ash go on like a date or something to like a nicer dinner place, I'll still wear like jean shorts.
Oh yeah, dude, like I wear like in the summer here, like if I'm going out for like a nice dinner somewhere, like I'll wear like I have like my golf shorts. I'll wear those.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'm like these look dressy-ish. They're acceptable on a golf course.
You golf? You're a golfer too?
Yes.
You're a golfer too, aren't you?
I'm not very good, but I'll go. I love
I'm
golf.
Same. I shot 100 once this year.
Alex,
and it was my lowest score of the year. Okay.
Hold the fuck on, Alex. Are you watching right now? Because if you're down to golf, I think we like if all 4 of us one time, even if it's in Detroit or something like that, all
That'd
4 of us
hilarious.
Buddy, I came back from a camp job and dropped $2,000 on new golf shit.
Yes, yeah. I like this. I'm terrible at golf. I'd love to go. Yeah. So Detroit 2024. We're gonna have to like find one.
Fuck, you're costing more money because I gotta fly my clubs down there now.
I'll drive them. Oh,
there you go.
I'm driving.
Even better.
So you and Alex and everybody can fly. I'm driving. I can't fly. I fucking hate flying, and I'm just not doing it.
You're wild, Andrew.
Yeah, you're wild.
You're
wild, man.
Not fucking getting on no fucking plane.
No,
and not having no
okay, well, when you get there, finally, when the trip's over,
you're gonna leave 3 weeks before it starts. Just there on time.
You know what?
You're like the guy at the bar when we're like on the other side of town, and he's like, I don't want to. I'm not paying for it. I'll walk home. It's like an hour and a half walk, dude.
On takeoff, my head is between my legs, and then people beside me get worried. They're like, "What does he know? What's going on? What happened to the fucking plane? Why is his head between his legs? Why is he sitting here? Why is he on this plane?" And then when they get worried, I get worried.
Not go to the brew house in the airport and just get absolutely gooned before you get on the plane? 'Cause that's what I do, and then I fall asleep like a baby before the plane even leaves the tarmac, dude. I'm like, you know what? I'm looking like OBJ, like no seatbelt on, passed out, fucking, what's up? Sorry, hang on. Thanks,
like
all right.
OBJ, I'm dead.
Fucking
Alex, I'm going to fly to spend a couple days with my family before Andrew and whoever else drives.
Again, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm hopping on a fucking plane. Like, you guys are out of your fucking minds. Anybody else drives up.
I don't mind. Like, I've driven to Thunder Bay, which is my hometown.
Listen, the whole trip would cost less than driving my truck to Detroit with gas.
Actually, no. I've done the thing and stuff like that. The gas to flight.
What do you drive?
I drive a Kia that's got.
So I drive a Ram 1500 with a Hemi. Yeah, that trip would cost me more in fuel than the actual. I don't think I could consume enough liquor to even balance out the liquor to fuel ratio.
So here's the thing, though. I actually love that drive, but I want to spend time with my family. I've actually always been intrigued in doing that drive because you come down, like the first day is literally just driving to like the border down near Regina.
You lost me at the first day. That's where you lost me.
Yeah, Regina.
It's called Regina.
Yeah, Regina.
Yeah, that's where Deadpool's from, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pause. Did you never see the Deadpool movie? Because he said it in like the opening 5 minutes.
I thought he
the
was
Deadpool
joking.
Movie.
I thought it was Regina.
No, Regina, Saskatchewan, dude.
Yeah, that's where the best hockey player of all time eventually is going to be coming out of right now.
Regina.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid came out of Ontario.
No, Connor fucking Bedard is going to be the best hockey player of all time. I don't even want to fucking hear it.
Stop.
He'll go to the San Jose Sharks and win a cup in 3 years. What has McDavid done?
Stop.
Anyway.
Stop. Stop. You lost all credibility earlier by saying that Mike Evans
will be a top 5 fucking wide receiver, and Larry Fitz will be kissing his ass.
Listen, Mike Evans will be on like his third or fourth like potential to get into the Hall of Fame, and then he's still not going to get voted in. Larry's going to be first ballot, unanimous, without
Mike
question.
Evans in the Hall of Fame will have a ring on his finger. All right.
Again, you're saying that as if he's actually going to get into the Hall of Fame. I don't think that Mike Evans is guaranteed to get into the Hall of Fame.
How fucking dare you? How dare you? He's got stats on par with Randy Moss and fucking like, who the hell are you? Why did I pay for this guy, babe? What is the fucking fucking, what is this? Oh, Good Game USC? GG's USC.
Mike Evans.
Okay, hold on. What did he say here? We drove straight south to Montana through Great Falls and then headed east. Interesting.
Fellas, I gotta jet out.
Yep. I was gonna say we're just getting the last couple comments here. Larry won't get in first ballot. Look at the list of receivers still waiting to get in. This is a point though that Alex has brought up on a different show.
Larry's first ballot. The conversation's over. Larry first ballot.
Mike Evans over D drugs. Utah up 24/7 going into the fort. Jesus. All right, guys. Thank you all for being in the comment section tonight. We counted down the top 5 plays of each of our franchises of all time. If you want to re-see that, you can pop over to YouTube. I think at some point it got copywritten, but it is live on YouTube right now again. So we'll double check what happened there, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to double check this video on YouTube. If not, like and share and follow North Sports Dynasty on Facebook.
Like the video.
So that you can see this video. Tell us if you agree with our top 5 or if you disagree. Remember, every like, every share, every follow on the Facebook page and the Facebook group will give you an entry into the draws at the end of the year for all the gear we got going away or giving away. The North Sports Dynasty YouTube thing. Remember to subscribe there for 5 entries in. What do you got, Chris?
That's like this kid got destroyed.
Ooh, that's the hit that they're all talking
Holy
about.
Shit!
Oh my god!
Like I just like clicked over to Twitter. I was like, "Whoa, what?" The kid
Now
just got murdered, man.
I understand this hit that they were talking about in the comment section.
Sorry, that took away my attention.
Tim Witherspoon and everybody who was in the comment section tonight, we much appreciate it. To everybody out there, all you NSD fans, much love. We will see you guys next Friday. Not sure what we got planned on the docket yet, but I'll produce something. That's what I do. I'm basically the producer of NSD now.
Hey, we gotta give Alex some credit. Andrew some credit. This week he had an idea and he told us all on Tuesday. And not, 45 minutes before the show. Hey, just so you know, like we're gonna do this, and this.
Listen, especially something big like this, where it had a little.
This should be like that all the time.
All right. So,
but I gotta give him some credit. We had lots of time to prepare and think about what we were doing today.
Yeah, and you still couldn't get your videos organized. So much love to everyone.
They weren't organized. I sent you the list. Did I not? Did I not send you the list?
But
that sounds like a producer. Sounds like a producer issue. Producer issue. sounds like to me.
Much love to everybody in the comments section. Much love to all the people who subscribed. I actually saw that we got a couple new subscribers on YouTube there. Remember, I'm trying to hit 77. I got to start remembering that it's we now. We're trying to hit 77 by the end of the year. So make sure you tell all your friends, all your family that NSD is the next big thing that we got going on around here in the sports world. Didn't send my clips in until like 24 hours ago. Yeah, I know. It's all good. We're all getting to work. This is new, man. I'm not used to having 3 peeps helping me out with this. So, again, much love, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Let me get you out of here. Have a great weekend. Squid Rip cards for some cards if you want to get them there. Dub Sauce TV for some Twitch streaming that'll start going on here pretty soon. And you know me with NSD for everything else. Much love from NSD. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.